good, YouTube? It's Adam from Miami's Mo. Welcome to a brand new video. Today we're going to go ahead and remake from scratch Kanye West and Dolla's Back to Me featuring Freddie Gibbs. Tempo for this one is 96 beats per minute, and the track is produced by Kanye West, Dolla, 88 keys, Wax Motif, AyoAA, Feez, Nick Nack, and James Alex Howe. So let's go ahead and start off with the drums. I'm going to go over to my drum kits over here. We're going to go to the mobile kits, and I'm going to bring in the Vultures 1 deconstructed kit I put together. Link will be down below. And we're going to go over to the Back to Me track, and I have all the samples laid out right here. So we got the kick, the snare, open hat, and the hi-hat. I also have the drum loop as a whole, but let's go ahead and program those drums from scratch. So I'm going to go ahead and take my kick, my hi-hat, open hat, and snare. That's all you need. I'm going to click that and drag it into a Drum Machine Designer track. And we're going to start off by programming in, let's just go in order. So let's go with the hi-hat first. We'll create a pattern region. We'll create the 16-bar two-step pattern, except the last beat over here comes off. Now we're going to give it a little bit more liveliness to it. So we're going to bring our velocity down, and then it's going to come up, and it's going to go down again, and then up, and then down again. Next, let's go over to our kick. Let's draw on our open hat. And let's draw on our snares. It's going to go on the 2, and then it's going to go on this step right over here. So now the drums need to be a little bit more crunchy. So what we're going to do is go to our track here. We're going to send this out to a bus. Let's send it out to the first available one, bus 7. And we're going to send it out at Unity, and we're going to bring in Logic's compressor. If you go ahead and hit this right above the EQ, it'll load up a compressor automatically. You don't have to go through the steps. And we're going to go ahead and apply a New York style compression to this to make it nice, fat, and really heavily in your face, if you will. So for this one, we're going to go over to Studio FET, and it sounds like this so far. So we're going to lower the threshold until we get about 10 dBs of gain reduction. What I should do first is make the attack fast and the release slower. So you want about 10 dBs of gain reduction here. I'm going to lift up the ratio to 8:1. So it's really going to squash those drums. All right, so there's our drums. Next, I'm going to go back to my Vultures 1 deconstructed kit. And I'm just going to go to stars. I'm going to bring in a noise that I put there. Just sort of like a tape noise. I'm going to bring that in here. And whoa, I did not bring that in. I'm going to bring that in. And it's just going to be in the background. Just to add a little bit of grit. All right, next, let's go ahead and bring in the bass. So I did recreate this bass from scratch to create this one shot. Where it is, let's go to that Back to Me. The bass is here. So I created this one shot for the kit. I did design this bass one shot in Logic's ES1 synthesizer. If you are interested, I'll create another video showing you how I remade this one shot in bass. But I'm just going to use this one shot to show you how to use one shots in Logic. So you're going to drag that in, go to Logic's Quick Sampler Optimized. So Logic will do its thing. I'm going to select one shot. So every time the sample gets hit, it plays out for the entire sample. I'm going to change the polyphony to mono, and let's draw on that pattern. On this track specifically, I'm going to go ahead and just add in a little bit of bit crusher to it just to give it a little bit more grit to this bass. I'm going to go over to distortion, bit crusher. And what I'm going to do here is just add in a little bit of noise here. So at the top of the bass, I'm just going to soften up the attack a little bit here. So it's not so clicky. This was off. So that's pretty much the entire track right there. This is the reason why I love Kanye beats so much. They're really addictive, amazing, yet really simple. And as you can see right here, there's Back to Me pretty much as its whole entirety. The only thing we got to add in now is the Run DMC sample. So that raw sample, We already know where these samples come from. It comes from the Dogma movie. But I'm going to bring in the Run DMC sample. I'll show you how that was sampled to get that sound. So I'm just going to go ahead and drag it into Logic right here, the Run DMC Rockbox song. And the sample is literally right at the beginning of the track. So that run right there. So we're going to cut that up. We don't need the rest. We can chop up that stuff right there. We don't need it. And now we just got to shorten the sample just to include the run part. If I just zoom on in, let's just give ourselves a cycle range. Let's just take out the top end. So I'm going to take out the clap. We're going to move this out like that. So I'm going to move this a little bit further back. And then what we're going to do is add a fade out. I'll just do something like a 30 to take out that click. All right, so there it is right there. And then the next thing I do is just pitch this down 1 semitone. So we're gonna hold down our Option key and hit arrow down. And that brings it down by 1 semitone. All right, and now all we gotta do is just line it up on our beat. So it's on the 1, and then it's gonna be on the 4. And then we repeat that. Oh. But now let's go ahead and create a bus to create that delay. So on this Run DMC sample, we're going to go to sends. We're going to go to bus. We'll bring in another bus that's available, send at Unity. And what we're going to do here is bring in a delay. We'll go to echo. And we're just going to use a quarter note delay. It's 100% wet because it's on a bus track. And I will just bring back the feedback a little bit. And it will darken up the echo or the delay sound. But we got to push that over to the right because that's how it is in the track. We'll go to 40 points on the right side. We'll lower that up. Now on this vocal, we just got to make it a little darker. And then we got to bring in a little bit of reverb as well. So let's go to reverb, Space Designer. And lower that up. So there it is right there. Back to Me, Kanye West, Dolla featuring Freddie Gibbs. Let's go and play it from the top. Dolla's Back to Me featuring Freddie Gibbs. For your Logic users out there, I'm going to save this entire session for you. Place it as a downloadable link below this video. If you don't use Logic, I got your back as well. I'm going to go and export the MIDI stems, audio stems, and of course include the drum kit that you heard in this remake. You can find that playback down below this video. If you do have any questions on this or just want to chat, let's go and talk in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Later. Peace.